if we can just start off with that story about the cat, because Ryan Jolland has messaged me. I asked him for some material, and he said just to ask him about the Neighbours cat and the collar. So it's over to you, mate.
Can I bring a prop in for this part?
What, the cat? He's had it stuffed.
Is this like Nick Pope again? Is he going? Is his cat run off?
It is.
Oh,
James Bond, isn't it? James
Say
Bond.
hello, guys.
Hughes.
Woken him up for this. Oh, sorry.
Is that actually yours though?
It's now officially my cat. It wasn't to begin with. The story goes, Ryan Jolland and the players had come over for some food and a drink, I think after a training session or a game or something. And this little white cat was at the back on my back door, and Ryan kindly let him in the house and then locked him in the house. So he was running around all over the place, a little bit afraid of 20 guys around the house, and and then came back the same time next day and came back for weeks on end, and I kindly fed him, as I'm sure you're meant to do with other people's cats.
I thought you were still talking about Ryan Jolland there.
Littlest hobo.
It's a happy ending. He's now officially my cat, so it's all legal and above board.
So I don't know about you, Trev, but I've read into that you've stolen a cat. To be honest, that's how that's come across to me.
Yeah. The worst thing is, it was a neighbour's cat, lived only a few doors along, that I'd sort of stolen. And I bumped into her some weeks later, and she said, "I don't suppose you've seen a little white cat anywhere? I've not seen him for about 6 weeks." I said, "Yeah, he's on the spare bed. He's been there for ages."
You painted it black by then.
I put a collar on him. She said, "I don't recognise that collar."
I'm genuinely intrigued here. Like, how did that end up? Like, did she not upset by this, or?
Yeah, I'm going to try not to make it too long a story, but the lady worked at a care home in Bury, and the carers have been feeding this poor cat for the last couple of years. I think the owner had moved on or had died. And the cat was obviously then living outdoors, and they couldn't live inside the care home, and they took pity on him, so they fed him same sort of time each day. He lived outside, toileted outside, and then some of the residents complained about this cat being about, and they were going to put him into the stray cat place just outside Bury. And the carer said, "No, I'll take him back to Rougham, and he can be a community cat because he goes from house to house anyway." And that's what he was. So I think she had an elderly cat who kept chasing him out of her house, and he wasn't too keen to stay there. So I sort of took him in, and he's been with me since.